Hey, shoot, just shut up and gut, man.
These people, you feel like when they break up that being cordial was gone now.
It's gone. Don't nobody have no love for each other, no real love.
And
you know what I mean?
What you think? Because I'm not gonna front. Like my divorce was terrible.
Right.
I'm talking about like terrible. Like I can't stand my ex-wife. I'm pretty sure she can't stand me. If I see her, we ain't speaking.
Yeah.
We ain't splitting no holidays. It ain't no parties going on where we both gonna be at the same parties. My kids haven't had stuff. Like is you got to decide who you want to invite, and that's just how it is.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, man. I just think like nowadays people don't know how to accept heartbreak, and then people don't know how to love each other without being in a relationship. You know what I mean? Because if you have kids together, y'all family.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? That order makes y'all family.
I agree with that too.
And you know, to some degree, like you still gotta care for one another for the sake of your kids, and not look to hurt each other, and not look to see each other in the bad place or situation. I think that's just gone. You know what I mean?
And I agree with that too. And I'm even, like I said, I'm guilty of it because I found myself being a petty person where I let my feelings for the mom affect my relationship with my kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like let a wedge get drawn, and like we know with my children because of how I felt about her.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the pettiest things I ever did. But for my own peace and me being selfish, like that was the best route for me to go.
Yeah. I mean sometimes like people you can take but so much when people do stuff to you or say things about you. You know what I mean? So the energy gonna have to, you know, be neutral at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that when two people know that, okay, we in a relationship but it's not working how we thought it would be, it got to be some type of neutral break where it's though, okay, we can't be together, but for the sake of our children and we family now, no matter who you with, no matter who I'm with, we still family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to say that we got to be spending vacations with each other.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? We got to be over each other's house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Just like you got cousins. You're not over their house every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But during holidays, you might see them. If they call you up, you might help them out with a situation or whatever. And you definitely don't want to see them being hurt or doing bad.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
funny. It's so funny that you said that because I look at how my parents are, how they deal with their divorce. My stepfather, my stepmom, my mom and pop are being the same function without a hitch. But that don't go on with me or my wife. Like she don't never be around her baby father for no circumstances. Like it ain't no circumstance that he's around. Like none. So you definitely on to something when you say that.
You know, a lot of times I think it's still love there between people. One person got a lot of love still in them for the other person, and they don't know how to accept that it's just not going to be.
That didn't work.
Yeah, it's just not going to work.
Yeah, that didn't work.
You know
I
what I
definitely
mean?
agree with that. But and the only thing that's weirding me out is like why? Because like you said, with our generation, you see it way more, and I'm like, why?
I don't know. I think people just don't know how to control their feelings. Don't know how to sit and think about, you know, what happened and why it happened, and no matter who's to blame, it happened, and we gotta accept that.
Yeah. And
You know
I know
what I
me
mean?
because as good as a person that I am, I know I could be Petty Murphy. Like I know I can. You
Yeah,
know
well,
what I'm saying?
I think we all got a little pettiness.
Yeah, I know I can. Yeah, I can be Petty
You know what I
Murphy.
mean? Everybody got a little pettiness in them. But at what point do you say, all right, you know, enough is enough? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, when I was a young boy, I was what, 20, 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
My first baby mom put me on child support, and I was mad. I was mad as hell, man. And my mom, she sat me down, and she basically like told me like, look, don't worry about it. Like, you're going to be doing for your child regardless. This is just how we're getting back at you.
Yeah, she just eat it.
But don't let her see you sweat.
Yeah.
Don't let her see you bothered by this. You know what I mean? So go in there with your head held high and, you know, and deal with it. And let her know that it ain't no hard feelings or animosity. And that's exactly what I did. And that took all my baby mama's armor away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All my baby mama's armor away to the point where our shit was cordial, and she never took me back to court for increases in anything.
I'm about to say that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know it don't matter.
You know what I mean? It didn't matter. And
Yeah.
then in return, because of that, that made me want to do, even though I was paying child support, that made me want to do for my daughter even more.
Yeah,
if she,
more.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether she asked or not. So, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I think a lot of our generation and younger generation just got to be schooled on how to handle their emotions in different situations.
Yeah, because I ain't going to front. I definitely know I could have dealt with my situation a lot better than what I did. But like I said, I'm definitely guilty of being petty.
Yeah.
Petty and one-upping and saying, fuck this, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just,
Yeah, because, you know, your
that
emotions
whole-
are high. You
no.
know what I mean?
yeah, that's true. So let us know how y'all feel about this subject in the comments, y'all.